If your check engine light's been on for a while and you can't figure out why, stick around and maybe this will help fix it. So this is my wife's 2012 Chevy Sonic, and we're going to be figuring out why the check engine light on. So the first step we're going to do is run a diagnostic on it. I'm going to be using a Dash Boss scan tool. This is my own personal tool. I leave it hooked up in my truck all the time. Connects to your iPhone or Android or whatever smartphone you have via Bluetooth, and then the other end of it connects to your car's OBDI2 port, so you can leave it hooked up all the time and just constantly monitor it, or just scan for check engine codes whenever you need to. Most vehicle OBDI2 ports are located under the steering wheel above the pedals. This one's right here. It's a plug with all the little pins in there. So just take this and press it onto the plug. After you plug in your Dash Boss, you're going to turn the key on and it'll get power, and the little blue light on the bottom will start flashing. And that's saying it's searching for Bluetooth, so you turn your Bluetooth on your phone and then connect to it. And then both blue lights will stay lit up solid. And you'll come over to your phone. You have to download the Dash Boss app, but it's free. So just download it and then connect. Open it up. Connected to vehicle. Click continue. And here you can go to all the different things, but right now we're just worried about the diagnostic code. So go to diagnostics and then get diagnostic code. And there's the code P0442 evap system leak. And looked that up on the computer. It said most of the time that'll come up with a loose gas cap or a leaky gas cap. So got the new gas cap, and we're going to see if that'll fix it. But you can also clear the code so the check engine light will go away. So go into here and then clear DTC. DTCs have been cleared. Continue. Okay, so we're done with the app pretty much, so I will turn the key off, back on. Start it up and see if the check engine light will go away. And it did. So no more code or anything, and you can, if you wanted to, you can leave this hooked up and keep monitoring things. But we'll drive it around a little bit and see if the check engine light will stay off. Today's Fix It Friday tool review is my Dash Boss scan tool. I've had this Dash Boss for a few years now. I actually got it pretty soon after they started making them. I like the idea of this one being able to connect to my phone, and I could just look at it when I wanted to, or mount my phone up on my dash and have it there, but I could take it with me when I didn't need it. So I came across this thing and really liked the idea of it. It's got the OBDI2 port on this end, and then this is a control module where everything's, I don't know, all the information gets processed. And then this end, it has a plug on it to where you can add additional items like exhaust sensor temperature, yeah, and fuel pressure sensor and things like that. And I have on my truck. The app itself is pretty user friendly as well. This is the home page. When you connect to it, you can do like we did on the car and go to diagnostics and get your trouble codes and see them and save them, email them to yourself and things like that. And then configuration, you can configure the app itself. Performance tests, you can run different tests and it'll record the information for you, and then you can save it and send it to yourself. Then view logs is where you can go back and look at all the stuff you've saved through the app itself. So most of the time I run digital view, but digital view and dash view are kind of the same. Just one looks more like what you'd see in a normal vehicle dash. So there's information about what everything means, but you can Get off of that, and then you can configure what the outside ring is, inside ring, and then these two things here, outside ring, inside ring. You can have multiple ones. And there's a record button. You can record what you're seeing on screen if something happens and you really want to save it for later. But digital view is what I use most of the time. It's just all of the information there, and you don't have to look at any gauges or anything like that. It's all numeric value. And you can change what each box means and how many different boxes are on there. You can change the background, the text color, pretty much everything on here. There's no other pages, but you can change what each parameter is, and it gives you information when you go in to change them. And all the parameters and things will be different depending on what vehicle you hook it to. But I've been really happy with this. The only problem I've had so far is sometimes when you're first trying to connect, it won't find the monitor, or Bluetooth won't be working or something like that. But usually if you just disconnect from it and then try to reconnect, or maybe even unplug the OBDI port and plug it back in, it usually connects at least the second try. I'll put a link in the description below where you can find one of these if you're looking for a scan tool yourself, or if you already have one but you're looking for something different. So let's get back to our project and see if we can fix this leaky gas cap. The replacement fuel cap we're going to be using is from Stant. It's part number 10834. First thing we're going to have to do is remove the old gas cap. The new one doesn't have a place for the cord to go, so we need to remove this from the door. I don't know if there's a certain way you're supposed to do it or not, but looking at it, it's just a press plug that goes through this plastic piece. So I'm just going to try pulling on it and see if it'll come out. And there we go. Once you get the gas cap and cable removed, there's a little filler plug that goes back in the hole. You just shove that back in there, or if you wanted to, you could maybe tie a string around this to the new cap to where you wouldn't lose it when you're filling up at a gas station or something. But for now, I'm just going to press it back in there and let it hold place. And then here's the new cap. And just tighten it down. The old one, it only clicked once, and it was a very soft click when you would tighten it in. And I always thought that was a little fishy, that I didn't really feel like it was secured enough. And I think I know why now. And this one has good solid clicks, and you can click it as many times as you want. Let's go for a drive. Thanks for watching. Remember to thumbs up and subscribe for more helpful videos. And if you have any comments or suggestions or anything that you'd like to see me try to fix, just let me know and maybe I can make it happen. Remember, click here to subscribe to my channel. Click here to see the previous Fix It Friday episode. Click here to see the next Fix It Friday episode. And click here to visit my channel homepage. Well, what are you waiting for? Click something.